Now I know we switched gears and went into some engine work here recently, but the wheel ends seem to keep rolling in. This is actually on one of my, no pun intended, this is actually on one of my personal trucks. One of my drivers came in and was describing a grinding noise in a turn. I'm like, man, that sounds wheel bearing related. So we ended up, rear drive axles up in the air, found one with some excessive play in it, and I tore it down, and the outer bearing on this is destroyed. So good job to him for finding this. And as you can tell, with what I've already got set out here, I'm going back with the ConMat Preset Plus hub end. I've went through all the benefits on all of this already. I'm not going to dive back into that, but I am going to show you a little bit more in detail on how to install it. The first thing I always do on one of these, I'm going to wipe my spindle down, and I'm going to inspect my spindle's diameter where the inner and outer bearing rides to make sure that they're not worn excessively. In a few videos back, you saw me use these awesome go, no-go gauges from the Axle Surgeon of Oklahoma. And while I may sound like a broken record, these things are great. Hold these up, and if it sits all the way into the gauge, they're bad and you need to do something about it. You can tell on this one that the spindle does not go into the gauge on the front or the rear. So this spindle is good to go. Like I've always stated, it comes with emery cloth, 2 separate grits, plus a little bit of grease in order to lubricate your seal upon installation. Use this emery cloth to clean off the entire seal journal, because if you suck this new seal up on old rust, you may create a leak. The only thing that I want to add to this installation that will make it different from the others is I'm going to install the nut into the hub first. If I do this and install this spiral circlip, then I do not chance the bearing falling out. I do not chance installing the hub cocked and causing a premature seal failure. Also allows me to smoothly pull the seal and the hub assembly up onto the spindle with the nut. And also my ConMat guy called me and told me to do it this way instead. Haha. The only thing you need to watch for doing it like this is that you must make sure the tang for the locking washer behind the nut goes onto the keyway in your spindle. If you ram this thing on there, not paying attention, you can break this off. I'm going to lubricate my spindle underneath the bearings and use the supplied grease to lubricate the seal. And torque it to spec. Remember, with being a Preset Plus, it has the spacer in it, so there's no back off. Install your keeper. After you get your axle shaft snug down, which I torqued them after the wheels are on it and the truck's back on the ground, you put oil in the hub. I don't care how you put oil in the hub. You can put it in through the fill hole. If your oil level in the housing is proper at right height, you can raise one side of the axle up at least 6 inches for at least 1 minute, and that'll fill the hub up. You can put oil in the hub before you put it on. I don't recommend that because it may get on the shoes, leaking out the back of the seal. But regardless, you can park it on the hillside outside. I mean, it doesn't matter. I've done many of these. And another nice thing is these fill plugs are magnetic, so during a service you can inspect these fill plugs, the magnet on the fill plugs rather, for debris. You're supposed to put 1 full quart in this hub. And that's all there is to that. If you want to spend your time and money knocking bearings in an old hub, by all means, you do you. But this right here, with the warranty that it provides, and the ease of installation and the peace of mind that comes with it, for me in my shop and my personal trucks, it's a no-brainer.